Hello everyone, and welcome back to this video series where I talk about my experience going through every week of my second semester at Harvard College. To be honest, I can't even believe that it's already been a week since I lastly recorded the video, but anyway, let's dive into talking a little bit more about what happened this week. So hi, as I said, this week actually went by so quickly that I didn't even notice how fast the days were going by. So this week has a particular significance to me and to a friend of mine, which I will be talking a little bit more as we go forward in the video. But first of all, I'm excited to be back. I'm excited to be feeling better, and as you notice, I'm not wearing a face mask today, which is amazing. So I'm excited about having the most of the pain behind me and being fully able to do whatever thing I usually did before. So in the same line, Ramadan has been going on extremely well. We are trying as much as possible to do everything we can to seek God as much as possible during this period. So that part of it is really amazing. The community at the dinners in the quad is really nice. I mean, we have good food, so you have good food, you have amazing community, people with whom you can talk more and get to know more about them and share about yourself as well. So that's something I look forward to every day, and I try to go there as much as I can and as much as my availability permits me to. So as I mentioned last week, this period is quite challenging in we still have the same amount of work to get done, but we significantly have a bunch, like a certain number of hours in our day reduced because we have to work on religious practices and so it's a bit more difficult to manage everything, but it's all right. So beside that, this week I've had a lot of work to do in my classes. There is a particular PSET for CS51 that was quite challenging, but at the beginning, then towards the end, it became very exciting to complete, and I just felt like a researcher. I just felt like a scientist was doing some kind of experiments, and it was interesting. It was amazing for me to be able to report my our group's findings, and that part of it was exciting. So nevertheless, we had to take a late day. We had to go past the deadline before being able to complete that, but it was worth it at the end. And I actually have another PSET due for the same class on Wednesday, and we haven't started it yet. But anyway, so I've been slowly but surely able to come back, readjust to things I missed during my classes during the period during the days that followed the surgery. But as I said, I'm slowly able to catch up, getting the work done. I've been sleeping in almost every single night this week, so my sleep deprivation is not gonna leave me anytime soon. But anyway, I can rest a little bit during other parts of the day. So beside that, I've been able to talk with my family more often this week. Actually not really that often, but the little moments that we've been able to discuss together were nice for me, were cool moments, especially during this month. I keep reminding myself, I keep thinking about how it was to spend this month back home, having my parents knock at my door in the morning, wake up, and seeing my niece not willing to wake up at that time. And I mean, those experiences were really something I miss. So I just miss having that particular atmosphere. And as I mentioned last week, being on your own, you have to be more intentional about things you do towards seeking God, towards your religion, and towards the practices of this month in particular. So those are just a few things about Ramadan, and they were also exciting, obviously. So I today this week I think I missed one day without waking up. I went to bed like past 2 and I couldn't wake up at 4. My alarm rang, but I just didn't wake up. So I went through that day without eating, but it wasn't that bad actually. So yeah, I beside those things, I mentioned the fact that this week had a particular significance to me and to a friend of mine, and it's simply because it is Ivy. It was like this week had Ivy Day. So what like the significance of this was, we looked back a year ago, and it was during Ivy Day that God really made things happen in our lives, made things happen for my friend, and we were just so amazed and happy about that. We remember on the 1st of April, the night of the 31st of March to the 1st of April, that is when we received the email from Dartmouth, notifying us that my friend got the King Scholarship at Dartmouth, and it was an amazing moment. So after I made a post a few weeks ago where I showed the number of schools I had applied to, and without any exaggeration, my friend had applied to at least two times that same number of schools I had applied to. But I got into Harvard before him. I got into Harvard early action. He didn't get into his early action, and we kept praying, we kept working hard and he worked extremely hard for him to get his own opportunity. And a few months afterwards, during Ivy Day, he received the amazing news. And I remember that day just like it was yesterday. We were on a project trip to one of the Anglophone regions of my country, and we were working on a project. And then so that night we didn't go to bed. Obviously, we were so hungry. And why was it that we were hungry? So my friend, because that was like almost the last option, it was the last option after applying to more than 140 schools, he was left with Ivy Day. No other results pending. So that night was the last things he expected. So prior to that day, that is at least 33 days prior to that day, he decided to go on a 33-day streak to fast. So as like pray unto God, like to help him in this situation. So he fasted for 30 days, and then 3 days to the results, he decided to go on a dry fast and not to eat anything for 3 days until he gets his result. So he said he's only gonna eat something after he gets his result. So that was, for me, I always believe that I would not have been able to go through that much stress again if I didn't get into Harvard. So I just really feel like God gives you challenging as much as he believes you can achieve, because I don't think I was that strong. No, I could not. But seeing him, we were living together at the Open Dreams office. We were sleeping on chairs. Sometimes we will have a little bed that we will share, two of us. We were always together. And seeing him not having any opportunity when I really could not benefit. I really could not enjoy my scholarship yet. So he fasted the first 30 days, and for the last 3 days, when he decided to go on a dry fast for 3 days, two of our friends and myself, we decided to accompany him, but not to do the dry one, because I would have probably been dead right now. So we decided to accompany him for the 3 days, and we fasted with him. Fasted the first day. We eventually ate in the evening, but he didn't. We fasted the second day. He didn't as well. My friend became very thin, very pale, and very weak at the moment where we were working on a project in a different region, and he also had to be working on. So it was very hard to see him in that situation, in that state. But on the third day, we decided that we won't break our fast until we get the decision. So we're normally supposed to break our fast at like 7 p.m., but we extended until past midnight, so as to like only eat after we get the decision. So we did that, and by 9 p.m. we were literally dying of hunger. We were so hungry, and then we couldn't sleep because the stomach was empty, and we were just like, we want to eat, but at the same time we were expecting that decision. So we tried sleeping, we tried turning on the bed and just doing nothing. We were very weak, and we can't even imagine how weak he was. So I think minutes after minutes, hours after hours, we could finally get to midnight, to 1 a.m. because the results came out at around 1 a.m. and we opened all the IV decisions. He was really expecting another school, so we started with that school. We saw a rejection, opened the next one, and he just glanced through it and he was like, oh no, let's just go fast. I told him, no, I saw something on this one. He said, no, there's nothing, I didn't see anything. I said, no, go back. And that's when we saw the congratulations from Dartmouth College, and that was the only one he got accepted into, just like I got accepted only into Harvard. And he never applied for the King Scholarship, but he was awarded the King Scholarship based on his application, and that actually was an amazing moment. We shouted the whole night, we ran around across the room, and we just really thank God for everything that happened. And that's from that point that we started really being happy about both of our scholarships, and we started working on huge projects to help other people get scholarships as well. So he called me. I thought of calling him when I heard it was Ivy Day. I started thinking about it. I thought of calling him, but I thought as well he will be busy with classes. And then 30 minutes later he called me, and we ended up talking for a long while, just thanking God for the amazing opportunity he's given us and the amazing chances that we have. So this is the significance that this week had for us, and I still, like, up till today, it's been more than a year that since I received my decision, but I'm just as excited about having that opportunity, just as if it was just yesterday. I am so grateful for this chance, and I just wish to help as many people as I can to also be able to get this opportunity. So because it's just amazing. So yeah, it definitely was an exciting moment. I didn't even plan on talking about it during this video, for this long, but that is how significant it is to me, and I think that's something I will carry with me for a long time, because even right now, I feel each time I look around the buildings, I walk around campus, I'm like, wow. So I actually am here. I'm actually at this place. No one could have imagined, and I am the first person who would have never even thought that this could be possible. But yeah, it happened, and I'm so grateful. So yeah, that's like the main event that happened during this week. Also spoke with my friend Kalis in Japan, and that day I had an assignment. So I was like, okay, we were just gonna speak for 5 to 15 minutes. I know we always extend, but let's stick to this time. And we ended up talking for more than 2 hours, and the only thing that stopped the call was my phone going off. So it's always like that with my friend, and we always like spend so much time talking. But yeah, these are moments that I don't regret at all, though I had assignments due, because if you just keep focusing on getting assignments done, and you never have time, you just like never have time to live your life, to live a healthy life. And yeah, it's important to get assignments done, obviously, but not at the detriment of other aspect of your life. And yeah, I got the assignments done on a later time, but I'm happy that I could spend time talking with my friends and interacting with them, getting to know more about what they've been doing and how they are doing. And yeah, it definitely was an amazing time. So I think those are the main things that actually happened this week. A few other things happened, but I don't really see the importance. I've been staying in my room for like the whole week, not really going out, trying to get work done. But yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm pretty fine right now. So definitely excited about the end of this semester. We have about a month left. So I'm counting the days. I want it to end. I'm excited about doing a few things. I'm expecting some decisions as well, and I hope things work out the way I want them to. So yeah, that's basically what happened to me this week, and how I felt very excited about Ivy Day. And I wish to congratulate every person in the class of 2027, not just those coming to Harvard, not just those accepted, like admitted into Harvard, but people admitted everywhere, and those who did the work, the hard work to get those done. And for those who haven't gotten anything yet, remember not to abandon, not to you just need to persevere. You need perseverance and resilience. It's never easy, especially when people around you get their opportunities and you still don't get it. It's even more painful when someone who started applying after you, someone who joined the process after you, gets an opportunity before you. I know how that feels, but you should always be happy about your friends, your peers getting their opportunities, and you should take that as motivation to work even harder. And you remember that one day you are gonna get your opportunity as well. So once again, congratulations to the class of 2027. I can't wait to interact with some of you guys during visitas. I'll be hosting a few people as well, and I am excited about that. So thank you all for watching. Hopefully next week goes on well, and especially goes on very quickly. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you all next week. Bye.